Hola, buenas tardes. Bienvenidos a Español 101, semana 13. Welcome to Spanish 101, week 13. In this video, we'll go over the weekly assignments and I'll talk about in detail some of the important things that you should know for this week's assignments. Okay, for your information, I have made this week's assignment available in this video. The same information is available in your syllabus, so please take the time to go through each one of them in details. For example, on Monday, which is today, you should watch this YouTube video, and there is a cultural assignment where you have to read about Mexico in Panorama Cultural, and you need to complete the steps 1, 2, 3, and 4, and answer the question on the activity que aprendiste. Please take the time to read the Increíble pero Cierto section and learn about the Day of the Dead in Mexico. This assignment is related to the discussion board number 5, which you will all complete by Wednesday and Sunday. You need to post your entry and share your insights after having read about Mexico. You need to go on Blackboard, click on the discussion board number 5, and before this Wednesday, you need to post your thoughts, and you need to come back to it and interact with 3 or more classmates before the midnight of Sunday. And tomorrow, you are going to complete the last grammatical section of the chapter, which is verbs with irregular yo forms. Please follow along the steps 1, 2, and 3. And there are 3 activities that you need to submit this week. And there's only one recording activity, which is Comunicación number 4. When you're done, you'll move on to the Adelante section, and this time you're gonna click on Flash Cultura and watch a video about soccer in Spain. You have to follow through the steps and just complete the activity number 2 by Sunday. On Wednesday, I did not sign anything because it's Veterans Day. So if you've been following along with the course calendar on a daily basis, then you get to take a day off. If you want to take this day as your makeup day, if you want to take the time to complete the assignments that you are supposed to complete on Monday and Tuesday, then the website is open, so you are more than welcome to work on Wednesday on online. There's no holiday. And on Thursday, we will wrap up the chapter 4, and I strongly recommend that you complete the recapitulación section, follow through the steps 1 to 3, and do these activities that I have assigned. And if you do, you will be better prepared for the exam number 4, which is available now and will be available until Sunday. Okay, by now everybody should know where the discussion board is, but I don't mind reminding you where to find it. So you need to go on Blackboard and then click on the discussion board. You need to click on the board number 5, which is Mexico. And I have posted these 3 questions. What did you find the most interesting in the reading? Obviously, the reading about Mexico, and just tell us why. Number 2, refer to the map of Mexico on page 148 and tell us where you like to visit and why. And because the textbook does not provide a lot of information on these places, you should take the time to do a little bit of research and tell us what you found most interesting and why you like to visit these cities. If you know other cool stuff about Mexico, then share with the class what that is, and that is another way of expanding our knowledge of the culture. So if there is anything that you know of that has not been covered in the Cultura section of the chapter 4, please feel free to do so in the discussion board. So everybody should have posted their entry by Wednesday at the latest, and you need to come back to it, read other students' posts, a minimum of 3, and you need to leave a comment for each one of them to receive full credit. Okay, I also wanted to bring your attention to the tutorial videos, which is always the first step you need to complete when we begin a new grammatical topic. It's the nature of this course is designed in a way that you use the online materials to study. You are not attending my lecture on a daily basis to learn. Instead you have to use the tutorial video to be informed of the information that we expect you to know. So it's the exact same information that you have in writing in your textbook, but I think it's a nice way of studying the material in a more interactive way through these videos. So I definitely recommend that you go through these tutorial videos and take notes as you watch it. Just you would like take notes. If you were sitting in my classroom watching me lecture, right? So please take the time to watch them. Take them seriously because that's where you get the information that you should know for this class. And for this week, you are being asked to study what's on page. I don't have the page number here, right? But it's 4.4 under Estructura, and then you are going to be informed of another set of special verbs that we call irregular yo forms, and you're going to find out why we call them irregular. And if you click on the tutorial, then this is what you'll see, and it'll be a really nice way of studying the material. So please take the time to watch it. Okay. The next thing, this is one of the weekly assignments that I've gone over on the previous page. I just wanted to remind you where to find it. You need to go on En Línea, click on Adelante, click on Flash Cultura, and you need to follow through the steps. And the step 2 is watch the video. You need to watch it, and then based on what you remember, you need to complete the activity number 2. Okay, and this week is important because you have an exam to take. It'll be on chapter 4. So before you open the exam, I definitely want you to go on Blackboard and inform yourself of the exam. You need to click on exam review and click on chapter 4 exam instructions, which you will like this one. And let me take the time to go over, briefly what it's asking. You please read the instructions before you do anything. It says it's a 40-minute test, even though I think you need a lot less than that, but I'm willing to give you enough time for you to do well on the test. But if you exceed the time limit, then there's a penalty. So make sure that you have an alarm clock, next to you to make sure that you don't go over what was allowed. I'm sorry, I'm gonna go back. Okay. So the exam has a vocabulary section and a grammar section and a little writing section. The vocabulary is multiple choice, and it'll look like this one, where you have to choose the word that does not belong to the group, or you'll be asked to fill in the blanks with the word that will complete the sentence logically. So study the vocabulary of the chapter 4, then you'll be fine. And when you go to the grammar section, the first one is on ir. You should know how to conjugate ir. Voy, vas, va, vamos, and van. Okay. And this is an example. You have to fill in the blank with the verb ir. So the correct answer would be yo voy a la plaza. So that's easy. Second section is stem changing verbs. So we'll give you a verb in parentheses. You need to conjugate in the present tense according to the subject of the sentence. So right here, what goes in the space will be Juan cuenta dinero. I would like to bring your attention to the section C, because this is a little bit technical. We're asking you to translate some sentences using a very specific formula, and it is ir a infinitive formula. If you've done your homework, you know what I'm talking about. There were more than one activity where you had to use this formula to formulate sentences. So if you don't know, or if you think you forgot infinitive formula, watch it. I think it's only 2-minute video, and it will remind you what this is. Let me show you an example here. The students are going to attend the music class tomorrow. You are not allowed to say the students, los estudiantes asistirán a la clase de música mañana. Although it's one of the correct ways of saying the future, you are not following the direction, so there is no credit. Okay, so asistirán is not an option. All right. Another wrong answer would be los estudiantes asisten a la clase de música mañana. Although that's how we express future, it's not following the directions. We're asking you to use this formula. So the only acceptable answer would be los estudiantes van a asistir a la clase de música mañana. Okay, van a asistir. That's what we are looking for. So, please make sure that you use this correct formula, and no credit will be given on the sentences that don't have the formula. Okay? And the last section of the exam will be like a free writing. We'll ask I will give you some verbs that you studied in chapter 4, and you need to come up with some sentences. And this is an example. Write a sentence about yourself using the verb traer in the present tense and must be conjugated. So you could write something like, yo traigo mis libros a todas mis clases. Yo traigo comida a la clase de español. Yo traigo mucho dinero a la casa, etc., etc. The sentence can be truthful or not. You get full credit based on the grammar and not its truthfulness. So as long as your grammar is there, as long as your sentence is grammatically correct, then that's what we're looking for. All right. So that's about it. If you have any questions, you know what to do. And good luck. And nos vemos pronto. Adiós.